Hi Siddharth, how are you?
Hello, welcome, Shashi ma'am, and this is a honor to have you with us. And welcome. Hello, how are you, everyone? So let's wait for a few seconds to let everyone join, and then we will start this beautiful interview with Shashi ma'am. So just give me a few seconds, guys.
So, meanwhile, Siddharth, how are you?
I am fantastic. How are you,
Thank you
ma'am?
so much. I am fine. Thank you so much for inviting me for this live session, Siddharth.
Thank you so much. How's the weather in Chennai right now?
So hard. It's it's
Correct.
March. So please comment below. Those of you who are from Chennai.
Yeah, those from Tamil Nadu can just check and post a comment below that which city you are joining from, and it's an absolute pleasure. So first, before we start, let me introduce the wonderful guest we have right now with us. So Shashi ma'am, her full name is Sasirekha Chandrasekharan. Why I'm telling you this, so you can follow her. Once you know all of her journey and everything, you can connect with her personally if you feel like you need some help from her. And she's a work-life alchemist. She's a psychotherapist, transformational life coach, graphologist, healer. No, no, it's not all. She is a law of attraction coach. She is a NLP master practitioner, and she is the founder of Limitless Life Hub. And she is on a mission of empowering busy women striving for work-life balance from their stress to live happy, fulfilling life. So this is what her introduction is. Welcome, Shashi ma'am.
Thank you, Siddharth. Thank you. That was, I'm really honored, with that intro that you gave me. Really happy. Thank you so much for that.
I have met many people in my life, and see, some are like law of attraction coaches, some are like healers, some are NLP practitioners, and some are graphologists. How did you do all of these things, and how much time did it take you, and what was the impact it had in your life? So before and after version, before you did all these things and after, what's the difference you feel? Just if you
Okay.
can tell my audience and everyone.
Definitely, definitely, Siddharth. Siddharth, the thing is, like, I started this, I was working in an IT company as a software developer in front of a black screen the whole day. In fact, some days it goes till the midnight. So the life to me was so horrible. So I felt like somewhere psychologically I was facing some issue. So I had to take a break. That was the situation I was pushed to because I was not caring about myself.
Yeah,
And the family was also so demanding, and financial thing is also there. You know, right?
correct.
When two people have to work today, there is no choice. So
Yes.
all that thing was there, and my son was also so old, so young that time, meaning he was around 5 years. Then nobody, no family support also. I had no choice. So I had so many things running, around me, where I'm completely stuck. I didn't had my time to think or know about me, take care of about me. And I got some psychological panic attacks kind of thing. And I took a 3 months of treatment. And I felt like, see, if I am like this, it's because of the job, and I'm not having clarity in what I'm doing. Then I am today in this position taking treatment and all that. I should also help other women also who are similar like me, because I know they're from IT background. Hundreds of women today are like this. Across India, there are so many women suffering like this. And I felt like we should at least start doing something on this. Then at that time, while I was working, I actually went through the treatment also, because that was a long journey of 6 to 8 months. And during that time, I felt like, let me do a psychology degree. But originally, I was an MBA grad. So I went and I did my psychology degree, and then I did psychotherapy degree. And then I felt like, okay, let us stop doing this and start doing mentoring and all that. I was a trainer, so I just stopped that. And with software development and training, that was a core in my work area. So I dropped the software development thing and became like a freelance trainer, and simultaneously doing the life coaching thing for many people. It's been 8 years now I was doing this. And with psychotherapy, my professor was also supporting me, so that's how I started. In the journey of this 8 years, Siddharth, I have been continuously, thriving to understand more as to how I can bring results to my client.
Yeah.
So I started initially, I felt like, say, whenever there is a person in front of us, okay, if we wanted to know that person 100%, there is no manual as such, right? And any
Right.
person who comes to us, they see the world in their own perspective,
Mm.
which may not be the truth. So I wanted to know my clients more. That was a
Right.
hunger inside me, because only then I can solve their problem. That was the intention.
Mm.
So what I
Right.
did, I went into graphology. I learned graphology because your handwriting is a real picture of what you are, even the things that
Okay.
you didn't even know about yourself. So I
Right.
learned graphology. And while I was doing that, I was very much interested in law of attraction, because throughout my life, I was also into many of the life coaching thing and the law of attraction. Mind is more important with emotions. So
Mhm.
I did emotional thing. Okay. So what happened was, then I continued with the learnings of law of attraction, and I felt healing was very interesting. I got inspired by Dr. Joe Vitale and
Mhm.
Hewlin, Dr. Hewlin. You would have known he has
Yeah.
treated thousands of patients, criminal patients, that too mentally disordered criminal patients, without even visiting the hospital and not even meeting them. He has healed them from remote. So if that can happen, we can also learn. This is what I felt, and I learned that, also get a certification on that. And so one after the other, one after the other, then NLP was very inspiring for me. Then I went and learned NLP. So today I inculcate all these things, and I created my service so that it gives a solution fast track, not
Great.
8 months, 12 months, which I was into. Today you come 90 days maximum. That is the longest journey for me. So 1 month to 90 days, and not needing much of a personal interaction. We will get the graphology report, understand each other, and then I will give you the buttons that you need to touch upon, and you will start working on your own. Things will get in place. So that
Right.
is how we are working right now. So it becomes quicker and easier for everybody also.
This is so awesome. So awesome. Combining all the tools and helping, and once you have these many tools with you to help someone, then it becomes very easier for for the client also, that when the coach is so well equipped, they can get multiple solutions, and the results are faster. So this is really, really so beautiful, ma'am. So
Yeah.
one thing that I noticed is both man and woman, both of them feels stress, but your focus is only on woman. So why you chose woman as your target audience?
Okay, this was the question that many people asked me. See, men has many ways to vent out their emotions, Siddharth. You know that, because you guys go outside, you just,
Yeah. Right.
wander around, have friends with you to actually voice out your emotions and say, tell them, share them, whatever that you're feeling. But think of a woman who is at home, who is always busy with some kind of job. Always, women in nature, they are very hesitant to tell other people
Mm.
whatever that they are thinking, because
Right.
they always judge what will other
Mhm.
people will think of me. They will have that overthinking happening inside them, not like men. Men are like open book. So you
Yeah.
just you just start giving. Even if it is an extreme introvert person, he will have someone in his life to open up. But women are not like that. And top
Yeah.
of it, the challenges, if you see, men has mostly, either it will be a family issue, or it will be a job or any career related issue, office related work issue, or it is the tension by the relationship jo bhi aata hai. So that is the problem that they will be facing. But women,
Correct.
you will never know from where the problem is rising.
Hmm.
Sometimes her own self also. Why
Right.
I say this is because you overthink, over imagine it. A ho sakta hai, wo ho sakta hai. So it is like she is in an imaginary world, or sometimes she creates a problem for herself. One, and society has so much of expectation
Hmm.
with the, what do you say, social protocol. She has to be like this, she has to dress up like this, everything has to talk like this. So even today, many places in India has such kind of all the regulations that a woman has to follow.
Right.
And like this, she has to dress
Yeah.
and all that. So which means the expectation is more from the women. From the
Right.
family side, from the society side, from the neighbor side, from friend circle side, from the office side, and every side she's, it's like, she gets from every angle, she's been cornered. So I
True.
felt like
Absolutely.
he needs the most support than a men. So that is the reason I started supporting women.
This is so true. Like, even if we see at our own homes, man can have a friend visiting him and he goes down immediately, talks, and whatever he want, he can just sit behind the person and just go for on a two-wheeler anywhere. But same can't happen with a woman, that suddenly another woman is coming and seeing, just sit behind, let's go and go for a stroll and let's talk it out. She already has some responsibilities, and she is not so independent that she can decide even this thing when she wants to just meet her friend and she can go immediately.
Yes.
So this is so true. So ma'am, one thing that you told is that women overthink. Sometimes the problem arises from their inner self. So what solution do you give at such point when women come to you in such ways, when she's feeling that the problem is the surrounding, but when you coach them, you realize that this is the own inner overthinking and everything that's causing the problem. So if any woman is facing this thing, what suggestion do you give them to overcome it?
Yeah. So that there are few things that women has to understand. When there is so much of expectation that is around there, we are also some way is responsible for such kind of issues, because we are not setting our boundaries very clearly. We are
Right.
not prioritizing what comes first and what comes next. We actually hesitate to say a no when it has to be a no. We
Right.
want to please anybody and everybody. You want everyone's approval. You want to be a good person to the whole world, which is not at all possible. So
Correct.
these are not realistic. These are like you are in an imaginary world. Then that has to be opened up. So every point in time when you think there is a problem, I'm telling to the women, you should ask yourself, who is responsible? Is it in my control or not? For this, the cause for this issue, is it in my control or is it not in my control? As simple as that. If it is in your control, say for example, somebody from your family has caused, spoke something and you felt bad about it. Think of it. Is it really my problem? If, say, for example, they have misunderstood you, it is again your responsibility. Go talk to that person, make a healthy conversation and talk to them. This is not like this, but actually, I did mean this way. Try open up and
Right.
speak. What women will do, most of them, 100% I'm telling you, nobody will open them. They'll say, like, my mother-in-law is not listening to me, my husband won't listen to me, my sister-in-law is like that. So they perceive that the other person is like an enemy, and they don't even open their mouth. They don't even attempt to do that, task of opening up, giving a healthy conversation with their family members itself. That becomes very risky. And the second
Correct.
thing is, if, say, for example, the problem is from some third person, which whom, from some office or somewhere, which somebody has told something and you felt like you're going on the road, somebody has told something about your physique or something like that, it keeps bothering you for the whole night.
Mhm.
You give so much of importance to it.
Right. Right.
It is not at all needed, not in your control, not at all
True.
needed. It's not a priority also. अरे कुछ ना
Absolutely
कुछ
right.
बोलते रहता है. So why should you go talk about it? Think about it even. Keep just like that, done and dusted. Just keep moving. Life is like that. People are there to, that's why, yesterday I was talking to one of my client. I was telling her, there was a comedian in Tamil. Okay, I know, I hope you would have seen a Tamil movie. His name is called Yogi Babu. He used
Mhm.
to be very ugly, very fat. But in one of his interviews, he said that the interviewer asked, "How did you become a comedian? The two in a cinema where everybody is seeing, and today's cinemas are like pan India, meaning every
Yeah.
state is actually hosting your movie. Then how can you have the courage to come on the screen and then you are making the comedy?" Then he simply replied this particular answer. He said, "See, before even I came to the movie thing, I tried for the movie thing. I could see because of my physique, everyone was body shaming me, everyone was laughing at me even before I speak or do anything. And I felt, if without even me doing anything, you guys can laugh so much, let me go speak some dialogue in movie. You guys will laugh so much and I can make money.
Correct.
So
Wow.
brilliant. And he's just like, hey, you hate me or you love me, you still laugh at me. Point is as simple as that. And he took the, he was, going through so many opportunities, many people are rejecting. He said the exact same thing. Said, I don't need to act also, I just come in front of the screen or people will start laughing at me. That's how he got his first chance of getting in a movie. And today he's
Wow.
a big hero, and meaning like he becomes a hero of many films also, and he is like
Mhm.
collecting 5 lakhs per day.
Wow.
See, look at the thought process with which he in. We should all learn from such kind of things. Why should we worry? If people are laughing, it's okay. Try make money out of it. If that is the
This
case.
is such a wonderful approach. First time in my life I have listened someone with this approach, and like, wow, wow. Thank you, ma'am, Shashi ma'am, for sharing this. So let me come to the next question. So, what are the specific strategies you suggest to manage stress during busy hours of work or personal life? So, what is the real impact of it?
See, during busy hours, as I said, the all the 5 steps which I was telling you earlier, they have to
Mhm.
follow all this prioritization, blocking their time, and then saying no to when they really don't want to do that, and setting the boundaries very clear. When they're going to follow this, the work life will become very balanced. You'll not face much of
Correct.
unwanted issues. Most of the problems will just fly away. And the second thing I would say is, you were also asking this question of, how do they handle it? Is that the
Yeah,
question? Yeah.
yeah,
So it is. I know many people will ask me this, and when we answer like this, no, the first question comes is, it's not easy as you say.
right,
Slowly start one by one. That's the most important thing. One step at a time,
right.
one thing at a time. Start inculcating it and look at your life 1 year after, 2 years after that. At least you will see in 6 months. I have seen my clients telling me 6 months. They come and say, like, Ma'am, I am not the same person who I was 6 months before. So that is the thing.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely right. So, if I want to ask, like, are there any particular aspects of your work or personal life that consistently contribute to the stress levels?
There are many things. In fact, I would say, Siddharth, stress is not outside. It's the
Right.
way in which you see the world.
Correct.
So what we will be working, if in case they
Mhm.
feel very stressful, is that working in you, working inside you, managing all the 4 energies, which is your physical energy, your emotional
Mhm.
energy, your mental energy, and your spiritual energy. Because managing these 4 energies plays an important role in how you actually perceive the world. And based on that, then after going through these energy managements, you won't even feel like the person you are. Nothing bothers you as much as
Right.
that was bothering earlier.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, if someone wants to increase their spiritual energy, what is the thing they can do? So, for mental energy, I think, if I am right, meditation is the one thing that's, yeah, awareness is the one thing. So,
Okay,
is
let
it
me
in
give you
it
the
come
list. Let
into
me give you
mental
the
or spiritual?
Yeah, let
Or
me give you the list. See, for physical energy, everyone knows we need to start doing some kind of physical activities, like
yeah,
not even going for gym. For women, it is a big task because they already have so much of work. At
correct.
least a walk, at
Yeah.
least a walk will help, or even running, or anything that they love to do, climbing the stairs instead of
Mhm.
taking a lift. All these simple things will help. And
Yeah.
for emotional thing, to balance your stress, you need to actually understand this question every time: is it in my control or not in my control? And
Right.
being yourself. We do some ritual called energy preserving. Recharging your
Mhm.
energy is the ritual that we do. In that, we actually, it is very simple actually. What we need to do is, like, throughout the day, whenever you get a break, just take 1 minute. Close your eyes, bring all your attention to you, and
Mhm.
just observe your body.
Okay.
Keep on doing this on a regular basis. You will see you are reserving and recharging yourself in a much faster way, where you don't feel stressed out at all. You will become
Correct.
much calmer, much peaceful. You could start feeling that. We have many other exercises, but this is one of the exercise. And
Right.
for mental energy, I would say like start doing some hobby.
Mhm.
Be in that hobby thing, meaning you should be on your own self. That's when you can focus your and do some concentration on whatever the work that you want to do, and you can bring up creative ideas in solving your problem. Not only problem,
Right.
being so creative. That's why we want mental energy as well. We need to manage
Mhm.
that, which nobody is managing. Why we are saying hobbies are very important, even as simple as singing. After marriage, people think like, if I sing, my mother-in-law will think something, my sister-in-law will think something. So they are like only talking, 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 gossiping. But I would say at least be a bathroom singer. If that was the thing that you can,
Right.
or drawing or anything, you have to have that me time, which is as simplest as even dressing up for your mom.
Correct.
You feel like dressing in such a way, just inside
Mhm.
your room, dress up.
Mhm.
That will actually help you with your mental energy. And coming to the spiritual thing, you need to figure out a cause which you love to, which you
Mhm.
think it is a need of the hour, and start indulging in such activities. Say, for example, you love feeding other people, not your family
Mhm.
members. You should be for other person.
Right.
And you should start, doing some voluntary activities, kind
Correct.
of like, which is, you don't expect anything, but you naturally do it. You may say like, ma'am, this is
Yes.
going to take time or things like that. Trust me, this doesn't take time. If you have money, give money. If you have time, give time. But you will start feeling somewhere, even the additional clothes that you have, you can give it to your, community servants. Or if you have
Right.
Naukri at home, give them that extra money or extra food that you can give, and start observing yourself what is happening inside. This is a task that we keep doing quite often, where women will start feeling like, "Ki, when I'm giving, some empowerment is happening inside." Obviously, you also know it because when
Yes.
we give, we become rich. The
Yes.
feeling of richness is what we wanted to, make them feel. And this gives them an experience that they actually feel some kind of trust inside them. A faith is getting created because you become
Absolutely.
that upper hand, because women always feel very inferior.
Mm.
So
Right.
there they
Right.
feel very, yeah, I'm also superior. I'm also able to do
Mm.
something about it. This is naturally done, but it is not being openly said. So we inculcate in such kind of activity that they bring out the spiritual aspect. Of course, yes, spiritual doesn't mean like only going to temple, only being that kind
Yeah.
of a thing. But
Right.
whatever they love to do devotionally, also they can follow that. But these kind of volunteering activities really helps.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much for adding these wonderful insights. And one more thing that I had is to how to prioritize self-care amidst your professional and personal responsibilities.
Okay. See, people, when they say self care, they think it is like, I have to do selfish things for myself only, then it is called self care. It is not like that. When you cook every day for other people, for your husband, for your wife, mother in law, or for your children, one day cook for yourself. Enjoy that food, whatever you love to cook. And one day dress up for yourself. At least it's as simple as that, putting that kajal that you love to do, but you
Mm.
haven't done for years and years. I have heard that, Siddharth, it is quite painful to hear them as well. Try doing
Right.
and then wash it off. Who's going to care? It will give you some kind of
Absolutely.
satisfaction. It is called the me time. You
Correct.
are not taking care of it. Even I have heard women saying like, in front of mirror, I don't even get time to see the mirror, wearing those ugly
Mm.
clothes, keeping yourself in that messy area. Start looking at yourself first instead of your household chores. And I'm not saying those are not important. You are the first priority. It's like air hostess telling you, put on your mask first, then you help the other
Right.
person.
Yeah. Such beautiful insights. And like if I can just imagine if a woman starts this prioritizing the self-care, how much more beauty, inner beauty she will start generating, and she will feel so good about herself. And then once she value herself, then everyone around her will start valuing her. That's
Yeah.
so true, ma'am. And so, apart from all the practices you have given, so can you just give me some more practices or rituals to unwind and recharge the emotion, recharge ourselves emotionally? So after a demanding work day.
You can do a self massage, or if you have
Okay.
sisters, someone like that, mother or sister with you at home, you can help each other by doing a massage thing. Oil
Mhm.
massages help to relieve, or gypsum salt is actually used to relieve stress. You can actually take a
Okay.
hot shower with putting a
Mhm.
gypsum salt in a bathtub or in a bucket of water. That also helps. And you can
Wow.
also go for self relieving activities like muscle like facial, those kind
Mhm.
of things we can do. And you can also go for a drive. You don't believe, many women has told me like, I love to go for a long drive but I'm scared of driving. As simple as that. So
Right.
you can just, if you have someone to take you for a long ride, just go for a long drive. You will feel much, much better. And men always know that you take a bike and you start going for long drives, right? But the women depend on somebody else because there are so many things at the back of the door because that is waiting for her. So you need to prioritize even in that case.
This is so true, ma'am. Even my wife, when she was very passionate about, she wanted to learn driving, and once she did it, now I sit on the passenger seat, and she drives, and she feels so happy. And seeing her happy, seeing her enthusiasm about it, and once she learned it, she had one skill up, and now she feels so confident. She feels so wonderful. So yes, absolutely, learning what we love is a wonderful way to relieve all the stress and taking responsibility, becoming the CEO of your life. And it's such valuable insights you shared, ma'am. It's so helpful for the entire community, and we would like to thank you from the bottom of our heart, Sasirekha, ma'am. And
Thank you for that, because I need to first thank you for bringing me here for this live session and giving me this opportunity. And we will quite often meet, have lives, and I would request you to come to my community as well, give your insights, and then we will support our community members by adding more value. That is,
absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. Thank you so much for all the
thank
insights, and I'm grateful to you for your time and all these insights.
thank you.
So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
You.
So, guys, I'm sharing Sasirekha ma'am's ID here, Instagram ID, and various all the social media platforms. I'm sharing in the comments and in the details section. So you can, if you are a working woman and if you are a woman who are facing so many challenges that we all discussed here, please connect to her personally. Go to her, and I am sure seeing her energy, radiance, and vibrance, you will benefit a lot, and your life will never be same again. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.